I stand up, I get up, mapedo moya shona kona. Ahubuluza shobuluza focus, come on be a go-getter. Ashona kona, stay focused. Opportunities, you gotta get this, you gotta fight this skill.
Ngisondela ngigibile sisivumvum shawa imfundo ngithi wolelewe mahusters athi ngiqala endlini ngibulisa abantu basemakhaya ngithi sanibonani siphinde futhi sibonga ukuthi ngikhuhlala nathi and I salute to all my hustlers ngithi igama uMekubele Nshumo uhlelo iSpani ngithi namuhla ke siphuma nentokazi eqhamuka laphana eSunny Side hayi Sunny Side yabona evenda mfethu ngoba uyazi ilanga lihlala liphumile laphana ushonisani Sigepe intokazi thatha uhambo olude ukuthi uyohamba yothola interview yayo laphana njenge Petrol Technician bafethu ekade kudala bayibiza ukuthi iPetrol engine mechanics bafethu nenkampani ke eyazwa umhlaba wonke jikelele kuthathole isikhundla ethi khona manje ithatha upetrol yathela amaphupho wayo khona ke njoba isitholele ke idiploma laphana ku electrical engineering bafethu yosebenzisa ke imath na science yayo kuthi ingene laphana ku workshop yoshaya iSpani kungani ke intokazi ishintshe ama career asazi ake sobuza yona ngithi wabuza ibhasi libhaliwe ake sobona ukuthi le bhasi libhalwe. Name Shonisani Sigepe, age 23, education matric, tertiary qualification N6 electrical engineering heavy current. Former work experience census worker contract. Position applied for apprentice petrol technician.
Dzina langa ndi Shonisani Sigepe. Ndina miṅwaha ya 23. Ndo bebelwa Venda ndahulela Venda. Ndo dzhena tshikolo primary inopfi Fondwe primary school and then after ndaya secondary inopfi Phiri secondary school and afedzela hone matric wanga nga 2007. I come from a family of 10, 5 boys and 5 girls, including a twin sister who is a stay-at-home mother of 1 at Alexander. Wichiro richko hula ribana vanji so boba busongoleruwa ngauri nani sawane chitu chimwe na chimwe chine nako chitoda nga chipinga chine nako chitoda ngori ri vanji mumwe va khou ṱoḓa tshiṅwe mumwe a tshi khou ṱoḓa tshiṅwe ende vha nga si zwi kone like vha sa shumi na vhabebi vha nga vha vha sa koni u afford school fees because my mother and father wasn't working. Zongita uri ndi valese tshikoloni uri ndi tshi hula ndi kone u vha thusa. Vhabebi vhanga vha tshi dzulela u mbudza uri ndi songo give up just because ha vha na tshelede ya u badela school fees, it doesn't mean uri I can't fulfill my dreams. Ndi tshi fhedza murolo wa vhuṱanu na vhuvhili ndo ḓa Joburg Kempton Park ndi tshi khou ḓa tshikoloni ngori khaladzi yanga na mfumakadzi wawe vhavho ofara uri vha ḓo mbadelela Ekurhuleni West College for course yanga ya electrical engineering. Ndi tshi fhedza u ita electrical engineering nga 2011 ndo ya nda shuma kha census for ṅwedzi muthihi because I needed some kind of income to contribute to my family back home. Ndo ya nda shuma kha census ri tshi khou shuma u vhala vhathu la ra ri khou anga information ya vhathu vha South Africa. Ushumela census zawazi hard because na nchinga ya mdini na banithatha ngori vamwe vathu va sa funi va dzula va khombisa uri sensors ndi mini and all of that. Ndo apply HR solution for tomorrow. Bambidza for the assessment ndadziphasa. So vhone ndi vhone vhane vha khou shuma uri ṱoḓela dzi khamphani dzine ra nga shuma khadzo. So ndo founeliwa nga vha Hyundai uri ndi ḓe ndi ite interview matshelo. So kha vheiwe dzi viewers ndi khombela ni ntamele mashudu ni ndirabelise ndi wane mushumo ndi kone u ṱhogomela vhabebi vhanga na vharathu vhanga hayani.
ushoni bafethu umathi saqhumisa inhlanzi njoba abangena lapha na ku-interview nenkampani eshishwa kakhulu ihande njoba ke afuna ukuba i-Petrol Technician esicotshiwe ufuna bakhombise lethu bazomnikeza lona ukuthi lisho ukuthini empilweni yakhe bafethu ake sibone ukuthi into kazichuba kanjani into engiyazi ukuthi ushoni uzoshayina ngathi ugqobise i-oil ngeke bakhona ukumbamba it is slippery.
Good morning, Shawnee. How are you?
Fine, thanks, and you?
Good, thank you. Alex, who is our technical trainer, will be joining us for this interview this morning.
It's a pleasure.
It's a
Nice to
pleasure.
have you with us.
Thank you.
I have received your CV, and I believe you're interested in a position as a petrol technician.
Yes.
Why are you interested?
My passion has always been on making things work and also to uncover how things work. So motor mechanics has always been a mystery to me, and therefore I wanna do everything in my power to practice and learn in the field. And also, everyone depend on motor vehicle nowadays. So I wanna contribute to the world and community in any way possible.
It's a vital part of the country's economy, without a doubt. So your contribution will make a big difference in the industry. So what we'll do during the course of today is we're going to put you through some tests to make sure you understand what is required from the job position. I think you'll find it very interesting, at least. I see you do have maths and science as well, which is a plus.
Yes.
And you've got your N6
Yes.
with science and maths.
Science and maths, yes.
That's very good. That's very good. Definite plus. So Shawnee, I need to tell you something about our company as well. Our company started in 2000 already. We started with 23 dealers only nationally. In our aftermarket department, who you will represent out in the dealer network, we started with 7 people only. Now we've got an after-sales department representing more than 60 people, and that's taking care of warranties, customer care, technical, our fleet vehicles, and everything that we've got here represents back in our dealer network where you will work. So what the result is, all our people are dedicated, they love what they're doing, and whenever people interact with people in our company, they'll see that, they'll feel important and loved. So that's very important for us. Have you got any questions?
If you had to take me for this job, when can I start?
You will start Monday.
Keen, eh?
Oh, okay, no more questions.
Are you excited? Are you ready for this?
I'm so much excited.
Good, good. So in order to make sure that you will enjoy it, Alex, who's our technical trainer, will put you through a couple of tests today. As soon as the tests are over, we'll evaluate it and we'll give you some feedback to tell you where you're at and how you did in the day.
Okay.
Alex?
Okay, thanks. Like you were saying just now, and like Kenny was saying, your interest in that sort of thing is related a lot to what we are doing on a daily basis. If everything goes well, we will then put you forward onto the apprentice program. The apprentice program will take you anything from 2.5 years to 3.5 years, where you'll be working in a dealership on vehicles, constantly. You will be mentored and overseen by somebody who has been working in the industry for a few years already. About 1 week out of every month, you will go and do physical on-hand training at one of our training departments, and that will continue through until you are qualified as a petrol mechanic, a petrol technician. It doesn't stop there though, because it does continue. From there you can do further courses, you can be approved and certified by Hyundai as an expert technician, and as even right up through to a master technician. So there's no limit. Your knowledge will continue and continue and continue, and we will be there all the way to support you and push you. We've got a gentleman there who is very good at what he does. He will show you and explain to you what he's doing, and then he will ask you to do it. We will then check afterwards and evaluate and see how you did.
Okay, thank you.
Great stuff.
Hustlers, shouldn't we take it hantle ka ho bua ka kgatlhego e anang le yona ko mosebetsing le contribution e a batlang ho itlisa setjhabeng. Hodimo ha moo, mohiri a ka thaba haholo ha o ka mo tlhalosetsa kgatlhego e o nang le yona le contribution e o batlang ho itlisa ko company ya hae. Le ha o tsohile, bontsha excitement. Mohiri wa hao ha wa tlameha hore a ho botse hore o excited na hobane ho tlamehile ho iponahatse. Hopola hore o phomelle mantswe fela a fa 7%, the rest ke tsela e mmele wa hao o buang ka ona ka teng le the way o buang ka teng. Ngishintokazi iqale kahle ngokuqhama mfethu ngathi ilanga eliqhamuka lapha eMpumalanga, kodwa lo msebenzi akusumsebenzi nje kuphela ongawuthola nje ngokuhlaba nje isimali esigahle nje nokuthi izinto zakho zibe ephepheni. Kumele suke lapha uyosebenza ejuluke lapha e-workshop. Phela futhi masibuye sohlangana ne-career coach yethu uzabe iphendula imibuzo yenu khona lapha ku social media. Makinika nyasebenza lana wena okay, ngiyeza ngizokubhadala ke ungitshela ngemoto yami istakile. All right, asenze kanje mfethu, let's go pay our bills, we coming back. Yini mare? I woke up in a new career. Woo, woo, woo. Kusho yona ke hustle lethu ushonani Sikepe othi yena ke sekafuna ukuba petrol technician bafethu. Athi ngikhuluma iqiniso bafethu, semangizwale igama ngacabanga ukuthi into ezithunje ezirong nje phela yabona. Ngacabanga ukuthi oqala abantu ke mayothela upetrol lapha na ibona ke abakathendayo. Ngiyaxolisa kuleyo ndawo. Ngaphinde futhi ngacabanga ukuthi lala ke namuhla sidila ke ngomuntu wesilisa. Ngiphinde ngiqolisa kuleyo ndawo ngoba ke intokazi esikhombisa ukuthi abantu besifazane bayakwazi ukungena endaweni yomsebenzi futhi abasabi ukuthi bayangcolise. Khohlwa ngama pedicures, khohlwa ngama manicures, bayakwazi ukwenza umsebenzi. Ake sibone intokazi ilanga lakhe lehamba kanjani noma ke lizomshonela na, we don't know. Let's find out.
Bomakhenika kanye nalabasebenza kulungisa timoto bafana bodokotela bemishina. Banemsebenzi lomadima futhi ngalesinye isikhathi loqaka nako wokuhlelisisa kahle ukuthi ngabe yini inkinga yetimoto. Timoto letincane kanye netidududu. Labanye basebenzisa kubukana netabogesi etimotweni, timoto tatizili, kanti ke labanye basebenza ngokukhenika nje kuphela. Banikati betimoto bamikisa timoto letephukile kubo bomakhenika kuthi batibuke ukuthi ngabe yini inkinga, bakale nokuthi kungadingeka malini kulungisa leyo moto bese ke bayayilungisa. Kulesinye isikhathi ema-customer ayisa timoto tabo kuba makhenika kuyohlelisisa kahle ukuthi inkinga ngabe yini ngaleyo moto. Kucatulula leti tinkinga kungabita kuyikhumula lelo phathi lemoto e-workshop, kutfola kahle lelo phathi lelinenkinga, kufakwe leliphilako bese bayibuyisela onke lawo maphathi awo ndzawonye futhi. Ngesikhathi semsebenzi wabo bomakhenika futhi baphindze basebenze ngatabogesi etimotweni. Lokuba yinto yesimanje etimotweni talamalanga. Bomakhenika futhi bayakhona kufakela ema-laptop etimotweni. Basebenzisa screen lesikhona lapho emotweni kukhetha liphathi lemoto labafuna kulihlolisisa. Lona ngqombomshina uyakhona ukutfola bese uyabika ukuthi nembala ngabe yini inkinga yaleyo moto. Asithi nje akukahlanganiseki kahle tinzambo. Ngetimoto letinzadlana ke, bomakhenika basebenzisa imishini yabo gesi lefana nabo voltmeters kanye nabo ammeters uhlelo lokusebenza ngagesi etimotweni. Uma ukwati kusebenzisa tandla takho, uthanza kucabanga futhi ukukhuthalela kusebenzisa tandla, lona kungaba ngumsebenzi wakho sibili.
Auto technician o lokela gore o be le grade 10 le ha ba hiri le training institutions tse ding sometimes ba batla di grade tse ka hodimo ela tlhoko go mmetse le science di bohlokwa ene hape ke tsona tse di buletseng shoni menyako kana go Hyundai. Mechanical technology le technical drawing le tsona di a batlagala ko sekolong. Apprenticeship yona e tla go nka 3 to 4 years ko FET college kapa in service training. Ha o fetsa he o ka etsa under qualified supervision ko di company tse kgolo jeka Hyundai. For wena go fumana di company tse molaong haufi le wena hlomana le mesitha ko websiteeng ya bona.
Izinto ziloku zihamba kushelelezi ngathi sigibela phezulu kwe-oil bafethu ushoni ke seyazimisela ukuthi ayasebenzisa ulwazi lakhe kwenza umsebenzi ku-task yakhe yokuqala ngithi asithi sishelele siyombona.
Okay, Shawnee, we're going to start here. I'm going to hand you over to Albert. Albert is going to be seeing you through it. He's going to be the mentor, taking you through it, showing you the various components and what you're going to be doing. He's going to introduce you to some of the tools, introduce you slightly to the vehicle. So I'm going to hand you over. This is Albert. I'll leave you to it.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
My name is Albert Galauza. I'm a motor vehicle technician. I started my training as an apprentice in 2001. Finished in 2004. I started the ordinary levels and then went for tertiary education. And from there I went for the apprenticeship. I like working with cars. That's why I chose to be in this, and I'm working with cars now. Now we need to check the water. I'll show you how we check the water. First, I'll have to remove the water, and then put power on the water to see if it's working or not.
Okay.
And then you'll have to do it later as well. Right, this is where the water is. The bumper is, I've removed the bumper already for you. You take out. To remove the wire, you press this clip like this, and then you pull the water. You need to put current, direct current from the battery to here, and then if it hooks, then you know it's working. Right. I've connected two wires here on the battery. One is positive, the other one is negative. So you can connect here like this. Now we are sure that the water is working. After this, we're now sure that the water is working. We put it back so that we can go to check another component. After this, we need to check the relay, the one that supplies power to the water, to see if it's working. This is the relay that supplies the power to the water. Right. This is pin 30. This is pin 87. This is pin 85. This is pin 86. Right. All this, you get it from the information from the manuals. If there's continuity, the water will come on. So if you supply power to these two, there will be continuity. There will be power which will be supplied to the water. So what we are checking now, we're checking if this relay is working. So we connect power to the relay. Can you hear it clicking?
Yes.
Right, that's part one. So now we need to check if there is continuity between these two terminals. I'll use the multimeter. Right. And then you test this if it's working. It will make a buzzing sound. If there's no continuity, it doesn't work. Right. It shows it's working. If we disconnect this current here, like that, it will not work. So, which means this relay is working. If ever we find that either the relay or the hooter is not working according to this test, then you replace that component. That's how you check whether the hooter is working or not. I'll put back this. And I want you now to do exactly what I have done and show me. I want you to see you doing it exactly the way I did. How did you test it?
And then now I'm gonna check the relay that supplies the power to the hooter.
You must make sure it mustn't touch that terminal. What does that mean?
It means that the relay is working.
Okay. Task one test, a relay check test. Angzanga bona amaphutha amaningi naye. Only when she's using ama tools. But I don't think azoba ne problem nokusebenzisa ama tools ngoba uzofunda ngokuhamba kwesikhathi especially angaqalisa as an apprentice.
Chikora ndandikuita electrical engineering and baba chirigudisa ujenisa mabone like power machines. Nditakarira motor mechanics than electrical engineering. Task yothoma ndaba ndikho guda nga hooter, ndikho guda uri ndichekisa hani uri ikoshuma and also the relay that supports the power to the hooter.
Shone o tobane le mosebetsi o leng gore o lokela go sebedisa matsogo, menwana le di-tools. Empa ha botse dipotso, go botlhokwa go tlotlisana le mentor wa hao. Di-tools ke eng? Di sebetsa go etsang? Kae? Hobaneng? Before o ka thoma mosebetsi, o lokela go utlwisisa mosebetsi ka botlalo gore o kgone go etsa bonyane ba ona. Ho hema hustlers, go tlhalosa gore o lokela go botsa dipotso. Tlhalosetsa mentor wa hao se wena o se utlwisisang pele o ka thoma mosebetsi. Ho he, o tla kgona go netefatsa bonnete. Hustlers must be emva ke sebona ukuthi intokazi ngabe izothi izocala kanjani career yakhe kulento le afisa ukuba yona. Phinde futhi sihlangane ne-career coach yethu njengoba ke ezabe ikhuluma ke nama-hustlers wethu amabini ibatshela ebanikeza amagama anzulu ebakutshela ukuthi bathulela kanjani ke ama-career. Into engayisho khona manje ngisayikhefini, I'm gonna walk away because I don't have a car, I have a truck. Ngithi iSpani sihamba ke sizivinini bafethu njengoba ke ama-petrol tank wethu akufull. Sibheka ke i-career ebizwa ngokuthi i-Petrol Technician. Sihamba ke naye uShoni, intokazi yethi iyimisele ngempela ukusebenza njengoba imatasatasa laphana e-workshop laphana eHande Automotive South Africa bafethu. Intokazi iphethe u-N6 wayo laphana ku-electrical engineering, okuyinto enhle ngoba ke iSpani samanje sesidinga ke abantu ke abanolwazi kuleyo department. Meke ufuna ukuthola i-apprenticeship kulo msebenzi afuna ukuyenza. Ake sibone intokazi ihamba kanjani, angazitholi naye sekakhala sekathi hayo ngadlala ngeSpani sami, asimboni kuba kanjani.
On this task, we're going to be doing the ignition system repair procedures. We're going to be using this car, which is an i10. On this one, I'll be using this specs to always show you the specifications. So the first one I'll do is the spark test. So before you do anything, if you check on your fuse box, you will see this is the fuse relay for the fuel. You unplug this one. Right, now we're going to do the spark test first. This actually, when you're removing it, you mustn't pull on the cable, you must pull always on the rubber. You twist and pull. Listen. There is your spark plug. Right, we connect it back to the HT lead to check the spark. We must earth this or ground this to the negative, which is the engine or engine body. Right, so I'll crank now the engine and check if there is spark in between that rod and the earth. There is spark. Now we've confirmed that there is spark here. Task to ignition repair procedure, whereby we first of all check the spark from the HT leads, and then we checked as well the HT leads resistance. We check the primary coil on the coils and the resistance on the secondary coils. From that test or from that procedure, you can easily trace a fault with the ignition system using that procedure. I put it on kilo ohms. It must be 15 plus or minus. This is the secondary circuit. There it is. Do you see it?
Yes.
It's within the specifications. And then I've checked this one. This one you will check yourself. This is only to check which component is not performing as it should on the ignition system. So by this process or by this task, we get to eliminate whatever component that will not be working according to specifications. And then we replace that part. So now I need you to start from the start, because I'll put back everything as it was, and then you will do the task yourself. Press it in. There's a bit of force to press it in. To anti-clockwise, loosening. It's all right like that. And pull. That's it. When it's loose, you lift it up. All right. I've come across whereby you service a car, you've used the wrong spark plugs, you try to start the vehicle and it doesn't start. People will fit wrong spark plugs on a car because the latest vehicles, they use different heat ranges on spark plugs. So people will just take any spark plug and fit it on a vehicle. So that's why it's really necessary, if you are doing that procedure, I check my spark plugs and make sure is the correct spark plugs using. What is the reading?
15.57.
If you compare it to your manual?
Yeah, it's 15.5.
So it's plus or minus?
It's plus.
It's all right. You put everything back and start the car. You must always make sure it's not in gear.
It's not?
In gear. Okay, you can just start it. Okay. Ushoni usebenzi multimeter. She's really comfortable with. She doesn't have a problem. But the use of tools, it seems it's a simple, so it's something she'll have to work on if ever she decides to do the apprenticeship. Oh yeah, I think maybe, I would say maybe it's the first time. I've seen West from what she was doing, so she can improve from that.
Task 2, the one to check the sparks and spark plug and then ndaita secondary and primary ignition coil. Mshumo wa di secondary and primary ignition coil na di spark ndu pfumisa goloi. Task 2 ndo shuma zwa vhudibadi and then ndikhotakalira mshumo wanga.
Automotive service technicians ba lokela gore ba be bonolo gape ba be practical. Jeka ga ba re koloi e senyegile part e itseng, ga o tlosisa koloi kaofela o kgona go tseba gore part eo e sebedisana le di-part difeng go etsa mosebetsi o feng. Seo he se go fa kelelo ya gore o kgone go rarolla bothata ba gago ka pela. Je fela le bophelo ga o ka enela go utlwisisa dilo kaofela ka botlalo go ba bonolo gore o kgone go rarolla mathata a gago.
Ushonisa umele manje agqame kakhulu kule task elandelayo kule sigaba bafethu. Mina ke awusike ngimdiagnose ngithi nginukelwa impumelelo.
So on this task, be doing actuation test on this vehicle using the diagnostic tool which we have here. This is a normal laptop with a program. Diagnostic program that's loaded on it. We're going to do actuation tests. We switch on the lights, the wipers, using the diagnostic tool. This is how we open it up. And right, you select your program, a GDS, which is Global Diagnostic System. You need to feed in the vehicle identification number, which is VIN number in short. Every car has got a vehicle identification number. The VIN number on this, you find it as well on the license disc. Now you select vehicle, and then you select to search here on search. Right, there it tells you it's an i20, the model of the car. The model here, that's 2013. It's a 1.4 diesel engine. Right, now you can select either of these. All these are computers which control certain stuff on the vehicle. Right, on this task now, I'm going to do the wiper front, the wipers. You can then scroll there and look for whatever you want to actuate. Right, wiper, there it is. Right, I'll actuate it. I'll go on the start button, there. Right, now I need to do actuation for the lights in front. You scroll there as well and look for headlamp. All right, there. You can check as well. You see, if it's there like that, stop, you've got to go on stop so that it stops. There. Right. Each and every service, we've got to make sure everything is working as normal as possible in every car. So we do have to check. You can always check on the current data to see everything that is happening on the car. You can check there, is the door open? Is it closed? Is the light switch on? You can check it on the tool and it will tell you what's happened. Is the doors locked? It will tell you. So you can use this information to understand what's happening in the car without going inside the car using the tool. So this is the important thing that you need to get on this task. That there's certain stuff that you don't need to go to the car to check. You can use this tool to check. So that's what we're going to do.
Now I'm going to enter my VIN number.
What's the use of that VIN number?
I want to connect it with the car. we are going to do the body control module.
Right. I would like you to activate the rear wiper. I activated the front wipers. I want you to activate the rear wiper. Okay, it's all right. To activate the headlights.
The headlights.
That's good. Right. I need you to activate the burglar horn. It's different from what I did. I didn't do the burglar horn. Right. You see that? You want to do it again? Sure. It's very good. On this task, she's really comfortable with this tool. She doesn't have a problem like when she's using tools. She was quite comfortable. She listens very careful. The communication, it was very good. So on the third task, I think that was the one that she did best.
Task 3, nayone ndiko temporary ndo shuma zvavudi bad. Task 3 ndandikoita actuation test and ndo connecta laptop na VCI kagoloi. Ndo ndikocheka mavhoti a driver na vhathu vanga muraho na dzi waipara uri dziko shumana mara ndikozicheka nga laptop.
ngitshele ukuthi mina ungagameki ukuthi mina ngibona impumelelo yabona amathambo ami awakaza aqambambanga bheka manje intokazi ihambile yakhona ukuchaza imento yakhe kule task le edlulile asike sithembe ukuthi lokho kuzonela ukuthi intokazi itholele umsebenzi impela uzothola emva kwekhefu sophinde futhi sihlangane necareer coach yethu usisipula aphendula imibuzo yamahasilazi wethu amabini akhona lapha ku social media mina manje ngibele amathambweni wami angitshela ukuthi siye ekhefini njengamanje.
Shorty? How are you? I would like to introduce Michael Branders. He's the service manager from our Bedford View dealership.
Nice to meet you, Shoni.
Nice to meet you too.
Alden.
How was your day?
It was very nice. I enjoyed working with Ubab Albert. He is a really good teacher and I learned a lot today.
You need some feedback on how you did today, I guess.
Yes.
You did very, very well. We appreciate the fact that you listen very well. That's a very good trait, especially if you want to start an apprenticeship, because your teachers will continuously talk to you and give you instruction. So listening is very, very important. I'm very glad to see you've got good computer skills. Important for current technology because people will continuously diagnose vehicles using computers. And your electrical skill is very good. You've got a keen understanding for that. You do, however, need some help with your hands to understand the spanners, what we use in order to repair vehicles, etc., which we will gladly teach you. Michael?
Yeah, Shoni, from Bedford View, we would like to offer you the position as an apprentice with us. From there, we will obviously teach you the hand skills and the necessary skills to do the job properly. We want to welcome you on board at Bedford View.
Thank you very much.
We look forward in having you there and look forward to giving you good feedback and doing South Africa good feedback on your progress.
Thank you.
We're looking forward to it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Shoni, obviously we want to From Hyundai Bedford View, I just want to give you an idea of what you're facing in our branch. We are quite a busy branch. We do between 35 to 40 cars a day, every day. So there's a lot expected from you, that we maintain a high customer standard. You're part of this team now. You've got 11 technical people, including you now. Will be 11. You've got your service advisors, myself, warranty clerks. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of stuff involved. So yes, you will be very much involved in the mornings with the customers, with checking in the vehicles. Very important. It's part of our process. So that is the challenges that you are going to face on a daily basis. So you've got to be prepared for that, but I don't want you to be stressed about it. We will teach you, we will take you through the process, we will show you everything, and with Henry's feedback and what I've heard now, I just think you will do very well. So I want you to understand what you're in for.
My day went great. Everything went well. Dubalanga lava labudi bad. Alberto bam dedezi wabudi. Ni nodzula pa yani ngabani kodibudzisa uri muzana udingora rako to shumanga dzigoloi. And this is nenda sifuna zone heziloni. And aona mushumo no phindu wabatukana kana wabasidzana. Pressure push up panda.
yazi intokazi ikhuluma iqiniso ngoba thina abantu besilisa masibheka abantu besifazane sicabanga ukuthi abakwazi ukulungisa izimoto kodwa manje lona ke yena usigeza ubebebe usikhombisile ukuthi uyakwazi ukwenza lo msebenzi ngithi sokuyisikhathi sokuthi manje sikhipha amagama abantu ke esibakhethile ukuthi usisipula aphendule umbuzo yabo ngithi drum rolls please ku Facebook ke siphethe uNthabiseni simshaya izandla ku Twitter ke siphethe @Mr Matthew ngithi yena ke uzophendula umbuzo wakhe uyeke uKharakhothethi usisipula ngithi mina ke ngidotsa zonke intambo ngisithumela kuwena
Kajeno potso ya rona ya pele e tswa ko our hustler Mr Murphy a re yena o na le BSc ya chemistry e kopane le biochemistry plus o na le N3 ko engineering so o batla mosebetsi go tsona di course a ithutetseng tsona ela hloko hona tjho gobane bongata ba di company ba ilo advertise di internships le di learnerships ko maphepeng ene mafapha a o ithutetseng ko ona hona le shortage fonela di company tse tsamaisana le se o ithutetseng sona o volunteer teng Potso ya bobedi e tswa ko our hustler Nthabiseng a re ke nnete na gore mona nageng ya rona ha gona mesebetsi ya di meteorologist kapa ke puo fela Nthabiseng South African Weather Service ba re bolella gore bona mane ko head office ya bona ko Pretoria ba etsa forecasting ba etsa climatology research and meteorological trainers and hape o ka apply ko Marion and Gulf Islands mo e leng gore 1 year service ya hlokahala and hape o ka sebetsa ko CSIR wa sebetsa ko di university le ko di agricultural institutions ha e ka ba gona le go ngata go sa go tholang checkela website le Facebook ya rona ha re mane ko African Leadership Academy re lo bona gore our hustler Franklin o re tshwaretseng
My name is Franklin Odhiambo. I'm from Kenya. I'm 17 years old. I run a project in Kenya called the Ongoza Youth Leadership and Entrepreneurship Forum, and I've been running it in Kenya, northeastern Kenya and southern Kenya since 2012. The Ongoza Youth Leadership and Entrepreneurship Forum is a youth training platform that seeks to train youth on business and enterprise development opportunities and strategies. We equip the youth with basic business management skills and also business assessment skills and other business planning ideas for their businesses. The first challenge that I met was having people in society to believe in the idea that I was trying to run. Really, that meant that the project itself has to be feasible. It has to be something that addresses a need in society. And therefore, I had to sit down again and think if really this is what I wanted to do. So the first challenge really was having people believe in an idea, and you're a youth and you're 16 years old. That was my first and greatest challenge. And last year in 2012, after training our first batch of 500 entrepreneurs, 50% of this group earned less than $3,000 a month from their businesses. After training them in 2-week intense entrepreneurial incubator sessions, these people were able to raise their capital from $4,000 a month as capital and $3,000 as earnings to $5,000 as capital and about $15,000 as earning in dollars. One of the things that have inspired me in life has been a quote by Sun Tzu in his book, The Art of War. And in it, he says that defeated warriors go to war first, then seek to win, while successful warriors win first, then go to war. I have believed there is nothing more important to any venture than a strategy that is foolproof, but that is also realistic. When I came to LA, I learned about the build process. Building means believing, understanding, inventing, listening, and delivering. That as a process is basic. But when it comes to real life situations and you need to implement it, if you are out there and you need to go, I would advise you to first of all believe in yourself, believe in your project, believe in your idea, think it through. Is this really what I want to do? Then understand, what does it take? What will my family say? What will my fellow youth say? Am I really understanding, is this exactly what should be done? Is this the problem in the first place? When you believe in what you want to do, when you understand the full scope and the implications of what you're trying to do, then you now have the opportunity to invent a solution to your problem. But once you invent it, don't assume that that is what we need. If you see me not having water, don't invent a water bottle. Maybe that's not what I need. So come to me and listen. Ask for feedback. What exactly is the problem here? Do you think this solution is going to help? Do you think this is the best thing? Do you think this is ideal for a situation? Once you have listened, once you know what your consumers want, once you know what the people on the ground want, and also, of course, once you know and you've listened to yourself and you know what you want, then you have the opportunity to deliver. The last thing I want to say is, South Africa, don't hold back.
Hustlers, nakho-ke ningathi ngiyazincoma kodwa wami umsebenzi kushayile njengoba-ke ihustle lethu uShoni awushayile wakho umsebenzi intokazi kuhle nje ukuyibona sihamba sesitholele umsebenzi. Ngithi wena lapha ekhaya uma-ke ikhara kade sikhuluma ngayo namhlanje ubungayithalisisi kahle, ngithi musukukhathazeka wena ngoba-ke kuvike ezazi phethe ikhara entsha emhlawumbe wena lapha ekhaya ungayijabulela. Kodwa until next week mafuna ukuxhumana nathi kulula bafethu, ngisihlangana nathi laphana enyonini bafethu ku-Twitter ku@iSpani on SABC1 @iSpani on SABC1 noma-ke phepha laphana ebusweni bencwadi laphana ku-Facebook and click on our Facebook page ukhulume nathi khona da noma-ke sivakashele kuwebsite ethi ku-www.ispani.co.za. kuningi-ke ongakuthola khona laphayana, kodwa mina ngihlala ngikutshela ngithi mina umfana wamntambo ucedile wami umsebenzi ngidonsa zonke intambo sengiqhuma kanje hlala ngisho ukuthi press up push up phanda ungapheli umoya ndoda, faka umoya and remember, don't look down, look up, otherwise uzoshayiswa imoto. Love you.